This is the Fedora Files, and I am Gregory Fedora. Anybody can brew a beer, but very few can brew a beer good. Steinhardt is one of those places that does an excellent job. I've had some of their beers, and it is amazing. And, hey, he put his name on it. His name is James Steinhardt. You're not going to put your name on a product unless you're proud of it. And he's my guest this week, and this is a great interview, so check it out. Hello, everybody. We are here at Steinhardt Brewery, and I'm with James Steinhardt, the founder of this. And we are in your news section.
Right.
And this is an amazing place. I just want to say right off the bat, if you've not come here, you should come here and check this out. This is so cool. I really love it. But I had the pleasure of finding your beer at a farmer's market, and I actually picked up the Coco Loco and the Black Abbey.
Okay.
And I'm one of these that when I see, I like local breweries, I like microbreweries, I like smaller companies because in my mind they like to experiment more, try things, and unlike the big name beer companies out there, which we won't name to give them advertisement, they stick with one thing, and it's like that's it, and they don't try new things, and it's just the same. And you have a bunch of different kinds of beer,
right,
which is cool. And how did you get into brewing?
Well, I started out home brewing. My son and I were both home brewing, and it was a fun hobby. And we had a number of people that liked our beer, and they said, "Hey, can we buy it?" I said, "I can't sell it to you. I can give it to you, but I can't sell it without a license." Mm-hmm. And then more and more we thought, well, maybe I should go get a license. And so I did, and we've been in business 7 years now. But we opened this tasting room 2 years ago, and then this expansion we just opened a week ago.
Okay, wow. So you guys have grown pretty well. That's awesome. And what's cool is I've had friends who have made beer. And there's a difference between, because anyone can go and make beer. There's very few that can brew it good, and you guys do a good job. Like,
Thank you.
What was like your first beer that you made? What style, I mean?
Well, it was a Belgian strong ale.
Okay.
And we have that today, our Orange Punch. It's a Belgian golden strong ale.
Okay. So kind of like the ones that you add the orange to and like...
Well, it has orange blossom honey and orange peel.
Oh, nice.
So it's a pretty strong beer. It's 8.6%, but...
oh, wow. I'm going to have to try that next. Like I said, I've tried the Black Abbey and the Coco Loco, which were... Those, right away, one... I'm a sucker for like art, and the Black Abbey like popped out. I like the little monk dude, and I was like, and then I was reading what was in it. I was like vanilla bean. I was like, oh, this sounds good. Then the Coco Loco like hit me because I like cocoa, and I was like, I got to try those.
Right.
And of all the ones you've made, what was one that you were just like, this is crazy. I can't believe I'm trying to do this. Like.
Trying to do it? I don't know.
Like, is there one that like you were just like you had it just when it came to your mind you're like this is going to be different than I've tried?
Well, the Orange Haze, it's a blood orange IPA. That one has been a great hit, and a lot of it is a discovery process, and so some of the process involved in making it was something I wasn't sure until we actually went ahead and did it, and it worked out well, thankfully.
Yeah. Well, it's cool that you not only like that you own it all, but you're also the brewer. Because a lot of times the owners have somebody else doing it, but you're
right.
kind of the mastermind behind it all.
Right. And I have some people helping me with brewing as well.
But you're the one in charge. Like, are you still in the process of coming up with more ideas?
Oh yeah, we're always adding more beers, and we have requests for lots of different styles of beer as well. We kind of focus on traditional German and Belgian style beers, but that covers a lot of ground. So even within that space, we have people that are asking us to do all different styles of beer on top of what we're already doing. We have like 30 or so that are on tap, and some of them are seasonal. So, if I were to do everything everybody's asking for, I'd have 50 different beers. And it's unmanageable.
That'd be crazy. So. What is your favorite of the ones that you've brewed?
So I would say Orange Haze, the blood orange IPA, and then Double X is our Belgian Trappist style double.
Okay.
It's a little bit sweeter, has a lot of Belgian sugar in it, but those are probably my two favorites.
Very nice. Now, here at your establishment, like obviously you have all 30 of your beers on tap. Do you have special like tasting nights where you like have?
So we have different events. Like we have a recurring event every Thursday. We have Trappist Thursday. So we kind of focus on our Belgian Trappist style. So we have a double, a triple, and a quad. And so we have a special deal there where you can get a 9-ounce pour of all three for $11. So that's a good deal.
That's a really good deal. That's awesome. So what is one of the seasonal ones that you got? Like right now it's summer. So what's your summer seasonal beers like?
I don't know that we have a summer seasonal beer. We have some things that maybe should be seasonal, but I think we're going to keep them year round. So we have a Berliner Weiss. That's definitely a summertime beer, but we're going to keep that year round. Some of the seasonals coming up in the fall, we always have a pumpkin ale, and we have an Oktoberfest and a Marzen. The Marzen is one of my favorite beers of all that we make. So we're actually getting geared up to start brewing that here soon because it'll be Oktoberfest soon enough.
So what is that style, the Marzen? What is the flavors or?
It's an Oktoberfest, but it's a little bit maltier than what most people are making today for Oktoberfest. I mean, the Oktoberfest that most people are getting is called Fest beer. It's a little bit lighter, whereas the Marzen is definitely maltier. So we make them both.
Okay, very cool. So, you like I said, you've recently expanded. So, and I know you're sold locally, like I'm assuming are you guys in Virginia and Pennsylvania?
Not outside,
outside
other than DC, not outside of Maryland.
So are you having plans eventually to expand those?
Maybe at some point. We're just kind of taking it one step at a time. I mean, not even throughout all of Maryland, really. We're hitting most of the adjacent counties. But we only have so much reach and so much manpower to cover all that.
I mean, you're doing it. I think you're doing it the right way. I mean, like you've expanded this, and you're doing. And like I said, your beer is great. Like, I've had different beers from different places, and I am totally in love with the Black Abbey, but now I do want to try the orange blossom.
Orange with the orange punch is the Belgian Golden Strong.
Well, I want to try both. I want to try the blood orange because I do like those kind of flavors, and then I do want to try that Belgian because that sounds like amazing. And like I said, I like to try different things. I don't think I have a favorite beer because I'm always trying different things, and I don't know why. I'm one of these. I can't. Some people get stuck in like this is the only beer they drink, and I can't do that. It's because I'm not a connoisseur because I don't understand it. I just know I like to try it, and it all seems to be.
Well, and that's part of what the whole craft beer craze is about, is trying different things. So even though we focus on Belgian and German style beer, we try to experiment within that space. We try to keep them true to style, but we put a little twist on it. And there's so many different beer styles out there. And a lot of people, like I said, that kind of get in a rut and they'll just drink the same thing over and over, but they're kind of missing out on a lot of things.
It's like if you only eat one kind of sandwich your whole life, there's like a billion sandwiches out there you're missing out. Same with beers. There's so many different styles. And whether or not, like, I've tried IPAs, and there's some IPAs I like, some I don't. And same thing with different kinds of stouts. There's like, but if you don't try it, you're not going to know. And you could be missing out on something really good. And
and I think that's probably the case with a lot of people as far as Belgian beer goes, because they either have never tried it, they don't know what it is, but it's a very flavorful beer. So.
And they've tried the, like, I guess the name brand or whatever, the big name Belgian beer, and they tried that, and they think that's what all Belgian beer is. And when the risk you run into that is they're making it for large batches, so they put what they can in, and usually the alcohol level is like around 5 something, and so that can change the flavor and how it affects your satisfaction. And so you guys go a little bit different. You're able to.
And there's just so many different styles. Even within Belgium, there are so many different styles of Belgian beer.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if they tried one, that doesn't mean they really have a full understanding of what Belgian beers are.
Exactly. Like, I know my wife she's not a beer person, but, so she usually is like, oh, I don't want to try it. She'd be like, well, you got to try this one. And I actually had her try the Coco Loco, and she was actually surprised that she goes, oh, because like I've told her before, this has got like kind of cocoa taste. And she's like, you've told me that before. And I was like, no, trust me. And so she's like, all right. So she's like, oh yeah, I can. Like, so that was a thumbs up. She could actually kind of taste like what the label said. And
right.
Usually she'll say, I don't really taste what you're talking about. But that's cool. So do you have any plans for any beers coming up that you can tell us about? Or is it kind of a secret?
We actually are going to make a harvest IPA here soon. So we'll be using fresh hops grown locally.
Oh, nice.
And, it's a beer. We've made it in the past, maybe 5-6 years ago, and people really enjoyed it.
So you're bringing it back.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'll look forward to that as well. So besides being here, like what farmers markets in the area do you hit? Like,
so we're in the Middletown Farm Market, Urbana. We're actually down in Bethesda as well.
Okay.
So
if people go to those, they should come check you out. Like, and you're in some of the liquor stores in the area as well.
Local liquor stores and bars and restaurants. But if you get the full selection, the best place is to come right here.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a great location right on Carroll Creek. And is that your outside seating as well? Or?
Yep, we have outside seating on Carroll Creek, and we also have a courtyard right outside of this new expansion, which is very nice.
Yeah, you get the shade and you're outdoors.
Right.
Like, that's fantastic. This is a great location. Your beer is great. I need to try more. But the ones I've had are phenomenal, so I can only imagine that all your beer is probably up to a standard. Because I'm assuming since it's your name, you're not going to let stuff out that it's going to.
We try not to.
Yeah, besmirch your name.
Right.
So you got to keep your reputation. So, but I know you're busy and you got stuff you got going on. Is there anything you'd like to tell us where they can find you online or anything?
So our website is steinhardtbrewing.com, and we're on Instagram and Facebook as well. We actually have a 2-year anniversary coming up here, the weekend of August 6th. And so we're planning to have some fun events and some bands.
Oh, very cool.
Love to have people come on out.
Yeah, definitely.
Celebrate.
I will have to come. I'll bring my wife. We'll come down here because that sounds fun. She'd love that. And I thank you for coming on. I know you're busy. You got stuff and you got to get stuff going and doing. And I thank those of you who are listening or watching. Remember to always stay safe and keep searching.